So I'm Aziz Drabia from France, teaching Systema at Systema Grenoble in Brittany. I am I started to study Systema because I don't know why. I had these strange ideas when I was about to turn 30 that I had to learn how to fight. So I wanted to. So I asked a friend of mine who I knew was very much into martial arts if we can train together. So we start to train, and at that time I didn't know because we did a lot of boxing and wrestling and stick work, all kind of stuff. But he was already doing some kind of Systema, and he said to me, okay, Systema should be good for you. Okay, what is it? It's Russian. He showed me some kind of stuff. But it was already quite similar to what we did together because they had a lot of breathing exercises, a lot of movements, and also no techniques. It was boxing or wrestling, sure, but what is important with Systema, it's like when you learn how to swim. You don't learn how to swim out of the water. We push you in the water and you have to figure out how not to die. And maybe at first your movements are a little bit jerky, but you do something. And the training with this friend and the training then in Systema was pretty much the same. First, we put you in a difficult situation and you have to figure out something. And then, of course, we can add something or doing less or trying to find a way to be more effective. But still, the principle of the training is still the same. You first do something, and afterwards you can learn. It's not somebody who tells you, okay, this is a good technique, this is the right way to punch, this is the right way to escape. You just have first to punch, first to escape, and then we can do something about it. First, I also picked Systema because it was a mistake. I thought it's going to be quick to learn, like maybe 1 year, 2 years of this type of training, and it's over because you don't need to spend all your time training to fight, right? I mean, in this kind of society, we usually don't fight every day, so. But something else was there, like I learned how to relax deeply, or to be more accurate, I learned how difficult it was to relax deeply and how much I had to work to find a way to relax more. Still working on it, like everybody else in Systema. And I also found with Vladimir somebody who was more to share than just how to punch and how to wrestle or how to grab a knife from somebody who wants to stab you. Teaching was also a very important experience because I had the opportunity to learn better, of course, because this is a good way to learn. When you have to teach something, you have to be sure of what you say, what you show, how you can make people feel the right feeling. But also it's very enjoyable to see somebody to his first class of Systema, tense, scared. Usually people are not trusting themselves so much. And after a while, it can be 1 week, it can be 2 years, I don't know. But after a while, people are more powerful, more relaxed, and how could I say that? More, there is more joy around, so to speak. And for me, that was always very important. Even before Systema, I always wanted to find a way to be better, so to speak, to be stronger, to feel better at least, but not on my own. I wanted also people around me to be able to share this with me. And Systema, it's like the truth. It's something that is, when everybody shares Systema, there is not a smaller part for everybody. On the opposite, there is a bigger part for everybody. So that's what I I like very much about it. And of course, I met some friends, instructors, students, and it's always good to train with them. We live in a world where, at least in the big cities of Western Europe, we don't touch the other people so much. We don't have the opportunity to feel what it is to move with people, to be close to people, basically. And Systema is a gift in that way. People can connect again. Systema, it's Russian martial art. And it's based on 4 principles: breathing, moving, relaxation, and structure, or good posture. When you say this, it's okay, why not? But it's hard to understand if you don't try. For me, on a more personal level, I would say these 4 principles of Systema: breathing, moving, posture, and relaxation, are a way to be stronger and to have more freedom in everything you do. And for me, the very essence of Systema is, to speak like Vladimir Vassiliev, he said once to me and to everybody else, Systema is a martial art, which means it can be used to fight, but not only to fight, in many ways. The fighting part is all, maybe not the smallest part of it, but it's just a small part. You have more of it. And for me, Systema, it's more a way to be more effective in what you do, in the way you move, in the way you stand, in the way you think or feel, in every part of your life. We use martial training because it's quicker. When you think you're comfortable with some situation and you punch in the face and you feel right away anger or self-pity or something like that, I was not so comfortable with that. I was not in peace with being punched. In the daily life, you can lie to yourself quite easily. With martial arts, it's difficult to lie to yourself, because you feel pain, you feel anger, you feel fear, you feel a lot of things that, of course, you can still pretend that you don't feel them, but it's quite obvious. So if you're honest with yourself, I wasn't ready for that. I'm not relaxed enough for this kind of situation. And then in your daily life, of course, it's possible to how can I say, to see the world the same way. I am relaxed enough with that. I am really in peace with that. It's very important with children, for example. Yes, you have to be able to let your children be free. And of course, it's scary to do that, because something can happen. But you have to be in peace with these possibilities, so they can grow up and become better adults. And for me, this possibility to transfer the martial art training to the daily life, it's also the possibility to transfer the daily life to martial arts training, which means there is, in Systema, there is no special stance, there is nothing which purpose only is for fighting. The way you stand to be comfortable with friends, it's also the way you stand to be good at fighting. The way you eat, the way you move, the way you do everything should be the same while fighting. Otherwise, you're training too much. You're training too much for one thing that probably that is probably not going to happen a lot. It means of course, it's better to train in a gym with a good instructor twice a week, 3-4 times a week, as much as you can. But if you're good enough, if you're conscious enough, if you are aware of what you are doing, you have the possibility to literally train all the time. When you sit in your car, just feeling, okay, I am relaxed enough, I am breathing, always. So it means you can also become quite good just by being aware of yourself as much as you can, all the time, yeah. If you can work like 5 minutes a day, if you can really put all your attention and all your heart into the work, 5 minutes, it's great. It's really great because it's difficult. It's really difficult to always check yourself, to be able to see, okay, am I really completely relaxed? Am I well postured? Is that movement perfectly right for the purpose which is mine? If you are doing this like 5 minutes a day, it's great, really. So I would say the more important thing is not to play around with Systema, because you can play like this for years and you will see nothing. It's like you're always the same. Play, sure, that's important to play because Systema class and life in general is supposed to be joyful. But during this joyful life and joyful training, try to be as aware as possible and as serious as possible for just 5 minutes. And if you do it, then you become good. Always. Not when I say always, I mean in every class you should feel at some point you're out of your comfort zone. Not spending 2 hours there. It's too scary, and instead of releasing your tension, you are building up tension. That's not good. But each class, at some point, from 30 seconds, 1 minute, you should go out of your comfort zone for sure. Just to check yourself. Just to be sure, okay, am I able to go there? Yes, very good. So I can go a little bit further. No? Okay, I stay there. I try to find my limit, because if you don't go to your limit, how can you know where your limit is? You have to go there, from time to time, and try. Can I be relaxed here? Can I be good here? Can I be full of joy here? If not, okay, I can step back a little bit, just a little bit. And of course, the martial art is very, very important in that purpose, because you have partners. And when you're on your own, of course, we always have this tendency, even if we are honest with ourselves, to go to go the ways we know. With partners, they force you, because they like these ways, they force you to go to ways you don't know. And so you have the opportunity to discover yourself much more in a much more effective way. Yeah. Yes, you have to find a way to work by yourself, for sure, because as I said, it's very important to train with partners, because they help you to be better. But you also have to train with yourself, because you're always with yourself. You have to know your own body, you have to know your own mind. Another name of what we do, Systema, is Poznaj Sebia in Russian, which means know yourself. So you have to spend time to know yourself. There is 2 ways to know yourself. You can do it by psychological ways and searching in your mind, in your thought, what I am, what do I want to do. The Systema way is more a physical way. You have to put yourself in a situation where you can discover something about yourself, about your own tension, about your own fear, about your own achievement too, of course. So every day, push-ups, squats, moving on the ground, but also something else, I don't know, a cold shower or going to a place you don't know. It's once again not just because you are curious, also because you want to know about yourself in this situation. So yeah, I would say to new people and even to people that are training quite for a long time, don't forget to explore yourself continuously. And once again, not so much by thinking about yourself, more by putting yourself in a situation, maybe a well-known situation, maybe an unknown situation, where you have the opportunity to discover something about yourself. Systema is very efficient, sure, but you have to be aware of the way to practice it and the way it was meant to be. Systema is more efficient in the streets, in a fight where there is, of course, no rules, and not so much on one-on-one fight. We usually have this idea that a fight should be something like in the movies, or like we maybe in the Dark Age, two knights facing each other with maybe no rules. There is no referee to say something to these knights, but they have moral boundaries that are pretty much like rules. Systema is meant for people who are shorter, older, maybe injured, surrounded by 3, 4, 5 guys. This is the way Systema is the best. Why? Because in Systema you learn how to feel the possibility of a fight way before the fight itself. So if you can feel that, you can avoid the fight, if you have a good reason to avoid the fight. If you still have to fight, because for some reason you have to fight, but you're aware long before the fight itself that it is going to come, you can prepare yourself in a way. And you can, how can I say that? You can move in a way that is very unpredictable. And so it's, in a way, it is easier for me and for other people to fight against 2 or 3 people than against one. Because against one, you still have this kind of idea, it has to be fair somehow. 2 or 3 people, it's not fair. You just have to survive and you just have to do your best to fight. So for sure, I would say the question about the efficiency of Systema is always a little bit confused. Like if you ask somebody, okay, now you have to show me the efficiency of Systema, you're missing the point. Because you are asking somebody that is trained to not fight or to not show he's fighting, please show me something. And you're not supposed to show. If you fight with somebody that are really good in Systema, you don't know. It's over before you know it even started. So that's why it's always confusing to ask somebody, please show me Systema. There is nothing to show. Because if, I don't know, a boxer, for example, say, okay, now we are facing each other, I am already ready to fight, please show me Systema. No. Once Vladimir said to Martin Wheeler, who is a very, very good instructor, he said to him, oh, Martin, you're very good. You could beat some people who are very dangerous. I was in the army with them. Very good, Martin. And Martin was kind of unhappy about that. But then Vladimir said, the problem for you is they will kill you before you even go to the ring. Yeah, because as soon as you know the fight would be difficult, you avoid it. Or you find another way to fight. This is quite simple.